You might know Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates to be some of the wealthiest people on the planet. But there is one man that went completely under the radar, and that man is heading the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange on the planet, with his net worth being almost as high as Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg during early 2022. Before we begin, make sure you check out the description below for some of our recommended crypto websites and wallets. Ever since cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology started to take off, all thanks to the social media hype driven by Elon Musk and Mark Cuban, so many investors began to understand the true potential of cryptocurrencies because the financial world has never witnessed anything that produced massive gains in relatively short period of time, like Bitcoin investments or cryptocurrency investments in general. If you think the most profitable asset of the last decade was Apple or Google stock, well, you're wrong. It was Bitcoin. So with the rise in popularity of digital assets like cryptocurrencies, a cryptocurrency exchange played a huge role in evaluating the entire crypto ecosystem. And when it comes to cryptocurrency exchanges, the first name that would come to the mind of the investors would be Binance, which is the reason why it is the largest cryptocurrency exchange on the planet. Cryptocurrencies gave us so many millionaires in a very short time, but very few had the luxury to become billionaires, and one among those super lucky people would be Changpeng Zhao, the founder and CEO of Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. When you look at Binance, the crypto exchange had its humble beginnings way back in 2017, and today it is the largest player in the cryptocurrency world, with a 24-hour trading volume of $13.02 billion. Binance's approach towards cryptocurrency made it the world's fastest growing major financial exchange. The Binance ecosystem consists of a crypto exchange, Binance Smart Chain, numerous cryptocurrencies, the Trust Wallet, and its TWT token, a token launchpad, and so much more. Binance also processes more trades for cryptos than any other cryptocurrency exchanges, which should be very obvious to you by now. But things were not always like this for Binance, and to know more about Binance, we need to look at the founder, Changpeng Zhao himself, who almost became as wealthy as Mark Zuckerberg. For Mark Zuckerberg, having a coffee at a local coffee shop is not going to be easy, because everybody knows who Zuckerberg is. But that is not the case with Changpeng Zhao, because his name is only familiar to people who deal with cryptocurrencies and Binance. Changpeng Zhao's net worth reached as high as $96 billion this year. But keep in mind that this figure keeps on fluctuating depending on the crypto market, because by just late March it went down to $74 billion. But that does not make him less wealthy, because he is still one of the wealthiest people on the planet. Zhao did not have a wealthy background. Zhao was born in China and was raised in a rural village in China's Jiangsu province after his father was banished from a bigger city. He also experienced food rationing, where he needed a ticket to buy meat, but he never starved. He then moved to Canada following a Tiananmen Square student uprising, and the subsequent government crackdown gave the then 12-year-old a completely different perspective. He then started earning money by working at McDonald's, flipping burgers, and even refereeing volleyball games. He then went on to study software development and spent years working in Tokyo and New York before starting Binance. It was in Tokyo where Zhao received an internship to work for a subcontractor of the Tokyo Stock Exchange. There, he developed software for matching trade orders. He then worked full-time for 4 years at Bloomberg Tradebook, where he was the developer of futures trading software. In 2005, he moved to Shanghai, where he founded Fusion Systems, which is a trading system for brokers. Fusion Systems was known as some of the fastest high-frequency trading systems for brokers. In 2013, he worked for various crypto projects, including blockchain.info, and he also served as the chief technology officer of OKCoin for a brief amount of time. This is where Zhao learned to deal with a lot of pressure. By being a top official in an organization, it allowed him to gain experience in senior technical roles, which also helped him to lead Binance to make it what it is today. Things changed forever when Zhao first heard about Bitcoin at a poker game in Shanghai. He was completely impressed by the idea of a decentralized currency that could be used anywhere, without an intermediary like a bank or a government. In 2014, he decided to sell his Shanghai apartment for Bitcoin, and he then worked for several crypto startups. In 2015, Zhao created an exchange development company called BGTech, which provided cloud-based trading technology to a number of Asian exchanges. But Zhao was already on to big things, and that's when he wanted to establish Binance. With the help of several programmers, Zhao launched Binance in 2017. He left his position in BGTech, and he brought some of the senior developers and engineers from BGTech with him. The exchange initially focused on trading Bitcoin, but did not permit users to exchange digital coins for conventional coins. Zhao stated that when Binance started operating, it did not require any bank account or headquarters. The exchange raised about $15 million in July 2017 with its initial offering of its own digital coin, the BNB. People in countries with less developed financial systems like South Africa, Russia, and India wanted to try out Binance and cryptocurrencies in general, and that's how Binance became the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in just 6 months. But keep in mind that Binance also ran into several problems with authorities worldwide because of the rise in interest in cryptocurrencies and Binance as a cryptocurrency platform. Zhao was able to grow Binance to make it the world's largest cryptocurrency in less than 8 months by trading volume as of April 2018. Zhao then launched the blockchain network Binance Smart Chain. This blockchain made several significant contributions to the development of the decentralized finance industry. In 2018, Forbes magazine gave Zhao third position in their list of the richest people in cryptocurrency, with an estimated net worth of about $1.1 to $2 billion. As of May 5th, 2022, Zhao was worth $65 billion, and this figure might change depending on when you were watching this video. In January of 2022, Changpeng Zhao, because of the success of Binance, joined the ranks of some of the world's top billionaires, with an estimated net worth of $96.5 billion. According to Bloomberg Billionaires Index back then, Changpeng Zhao's projected fortune was just below Oracle founder Larry Ellison, and he also surpassed Mukesh Ambani, the Indian tycoon, whose fortune also skyrocketed over the last 2 years. Zhao, like most billionaires, intends to give away most of his wealth. We are talking about 99% of his fortune. According to Changpeng Zhao, the platform has got more than 100 million users worldwide, and Binance regularly hosts far more trading volumes than any other platform. Just during the crypto boom of 2021, the platform hosted about $34.1 trillion in trading volume. That's just huge. Binance already employs 3,000 people across the world. The company is also worth about $300 billion, which is almost 6 times the market cap of Coinbase. If you want a detailed video on Binance versus Coinbase, make sure to leave a comment down below, and we would love to make a video on both of these exchanges. During the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine, Zhao also publicly rejected political pressure to ban Russian users from Binance, after speculation that the Russians might be using cryptocurrencies to evade international transactions. For Zhao, it made a lot of sense to stick to his decision, because Zhao was all about financial freedom, and that is also the reason why he rejected the political pressure. You should keep in mind that cryptocurrencies were never a favored asset for governments, central banks, and financial regulators, which is the reason why several cryptocurrency exchanges are facing legal troubles across the globe, especially in countries like Japan, Canada, Italy, Thailand, Malaysia, the UK, US, Singapore, and South Africa. Binance had a predominantly unregulated growth, and several countries are now considering to regulate cryptocurrencies because of the success of Binance. Financial regulators are now worried about the unprecedented growth of digital assets, which means that these digital assets and cryptocurrency exchanges will be very important as financial tools moving forward. The Securities and Exchange Commission is also looking into how Binance operates in the US. Binance had several state licenses, according to a former executive. Zhao also acknowledged the fact that cryptocurrency exchanges need to fall in line with regulators across the world, which includes having proper licenses from the concerned government. "We run a very legit business," he stated, while also stating that Binance is what it is today because users trust it. However, if you look at cryptocurrency adoption worldwide today, it's probably less than 2% of the population. In order to attract those 98% of people, we need to be regulated, Zhao said. Zhao told Fortune that, quote, "I went from being an entrepreneur to somebody telling me I have tens of billions." Just like most wealthy people out there, Zhao is also somebody not into flashy clothes. There are several regulators trying to scrutinize his company. Still, after a night of advocating for his company to London regulators, he showed up to an interview not in any kind of luxury attire, but just a simple $300 suit and an Apple Watch. For Zhao, most of his wealth exists only on paper, and he thinks it's fictitious. But for the rest of the crypto community, Changpeng Zhao means a lot more. His success might look like it happened overnight, but it took him a few years to get to where he is today.